Oh, Bob. Would you like to play first? Yes, absolutely we do.
Whew.
I think we keep it. This guy can hold him off early, at least as long as they're not humans.
And we have Traveler's Amulet to get the white that we need to cast him.
Right.
So, all right.
Now we won't get that white in time to cast him on turn 2,
No.
but we have nothing to do on turn 3 right now anyway, so.
Yeah, we're stupid.
Well, it's not an ideal hand, but
But it's one of the ones that we would expect.
yeah. And if you mulligan, then
It's really like just giving up. It's like you're saying, I accept fate.
yep. Or you're daring the game to give you a worse hand, and
It so often does.
yeah, it doesn't back down to a challenge. Oh, you don't like one land? Here's none.
Yeah.
Until you're down to 2 cards, and then both of them will be land.
Uh-huh. Well, no, it's... Oh, you didn't like no land? How about all land?
Yep.
That's better, right? That's what you wanted. That's what you prayed for, right? Fuck you.
Or a handful of mountains and all green cards. Would have been nice to have another plane so we could cast him as well, but
C'est la vie.
get our old brain weevil out there, let him do some work until he.
Until he is no longer of use to us.
Yep.
They can jump in the hole. And take their brain with them.
Okay. So maybe not cast brain. If we want to be able to tap that guy down.
Hey, yay!
So I think maybe we cast the Cather. We could moment of heroism if we wanted to, or we could just tap him down with our priest. Probably just tap him down with our priest.
I don't know, there's something to be said for, he attacks in, we block,
Gain the life and
gain the life, he doesn't, we don't lose the creature. He gains the life, but, we gain the same amount.
Right. I just don't know if this is the creature that we want to do that with. Because I don't think we'd be significantly ahead of if we just blocked with the Cather and traded. And George went to the bathroom, so you know what? I'll do his trick. He'll just be so happy when he comes back. And anyways, now I want to use the priest to tap down this guy, because there's no way we're going to be able to attack through otherwise. His 1/6 wall. I guess I can attack, but it really shouldn't. Yeah, I killed it. I did the moment of. I had a moment of heroism.
So what changed your mind?
He was tapped out, so I knew he couldn't counterspell. Not that he might not have any counterspells in his deck, but I just decided to go for it. Here, I don't know if it's worth. I think I'd rather get in 2 damage I don't think he's going to attack with this guy.
Wow. A 1/6?
Yeah. But for 4, I mean, it's a pretty good wall, essentially. That
That has
doesn't
a
have,
little bit more versatility.
yeah, that doesn't have defender, but
Yeah, I was thinking about our sealed.
yes.
I think our mistake.
Can we really limit it to 1?
Oh, to a point.
Okay.
I think. I think we should have been more open to the concept of playing 3 colors.
Yeah. Yeah, in sealed, I don't think 3 colors is necessarily as bad of a choice as in
Mm-hmm.
draft. And it's not necessarily a bad choice in draft. But... Okay, so we had to discard the cellar door at random. I'm going to attack that guy. I thought you would.
You bastard. After everything we've done for you.
So now I think it's worth.
Pinning?
Yep.
Fair enough. Man, it's good good thing this guy isn't playing werewolves, because we got nothing cast.
And he's down to 3 cards, so I could sack this and get him down to 1 card. Or I could wait until he casts. Let's see, maybe he'll cast 2 things next turn. We can get lucky that way. Because I love to wipe out the last cards in someone's hand. Or he could use his Desperate Ravings again.
Alright, sure, why not? Yeah, he did.
Yep. And I didn't tap him down because I want to tap this guy down. We'll have to see whether he casts anything afterwards.
Well, he's down to 2 cards.
And that's a human. Crap. I can't. I have to do it as a
sorcery?
Yep.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, but I can kill him. Either one.
Most brutally.
So.
Well, you can tap down the crab. You can't tap down her. So.
Right. Whether I worry about her. We don't have a lot of removal, but I'm just going to kill her. Because potentially this person has a mill theme, some sort of mill theme going.
Not that we've really seen it.
No.
Unless it's milling themselves.
I've seen that.
Well, there are things in this format that encourage it.
Yep. Okay, so if we attack first.
What's the card where it's like if you get milled, you win instead?
Oh yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but it's a 2/2 creature, and yeah, and then there's the Visions from Beyond or of Beyond, where if there's 20 cards in someone's graveyard,
you get to draw a bunch of cards.
Yeah, you draw 3 cards for 1 blue. So we didn't. Now he has a forest.
Playing a four-color deck, dude. He's playing the rainbow. He's got all 5.
He might be playing the rainbow. It's a realistic thing at this point.
I'm confused. It's a blue deck with a splash of everything else. But I really like this Traitor's Blood card. Well, I guess I'll just play it.
And he drew a land. So good. We
shut him down pretty hard there.
Yeah.
Now if we just draw like any one of our pseudo-bomby creatures and we'll be set.
Yeah, we can cast any of them.
That doesn't qualify. That's bullshit, man.
No, that's defying the odds on how many land you're going to get. But hey, we're hitting him for 1 a turn.
Hey, that's more than he's getting.
As long as he draws all of his green cards from here on out.
Well, or anything with 2 red or 2 black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that he could potentially pull that he just won't be able to cast, or possibly more land. Maybe he'll get just as hosed as we tend to be.
Yeah, well, that's all true. If you drew something like Silent Departure, I wouldn't be real scared of him bouncing anything we have on the board. So that would be kind of a wasted card in hand.
So is this officially bullshit yet?
I'm not ready to call it because we're winning.
Sure.
But shortly, yes. I just keep thinking of our odds of not drawing a land next turn are just getting better and better.
Are we pinning?
Yeah, when it gets to... I'm trying to play the way that you should, which is you wait until beginning of combat and then tap in case he played something that had haste that would be a better threat.
All right.
But, that being said, I also sometimes forget because of that, especially as I'm drinking. So, I would not say that's always
a good plan.
Yeah.
Okay, it's officially kind of bullshit, man.
Oh no, this is why the viewers tune in every week.
God, what the hell though? Okay, we have 17 land? 17 land in the
17
stack.
land, and we've gotten 11 of them.
In a row. Not quite.
No, see, but that's...
Yeah, okay, it's fine. Like you said, we have 19 life. He has 14 life. We are rapidly closing in on the point if we were to get both of our both of our demons at the same time somehow. We could cast them both on the same turn.
And look, we just drew a creature. And it can even fly.
Hey, sweet. Not that it really matters if he's not going to draw any creatures either.
Right. Now, maybe he'll use some of the removal he has. Although I think you probably would have used it on the priest.
I would have saw it. Only 13 turns to go.
No, I really like...
Hold on. It begins.
I like when we have stuff like this happen because I think the viewers have also faced
similar frustrations.
Yeah, a time when
or not. They're like, man, I'm glad I'm not these guys. That's insane.
Yeah,
they need to learn how to shuffle right.
They're the most unlucky SOBs ever. Now here I let him attack, and tap this because I want to try to get through for 3.
All right.
Because now I know that he actually has more force or more power. I always call it force.
Thank you, L5R.
Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, now we have another flyer that we'll be able to bring online. He doesn't give a bonus to any one at this point, but he doesn't really need to.
He's a 3/3. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
A little expensive. We don't have a bunch of spirits, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see that monk or any of those 3 demons we got in here.
And if not, we're still attacking for unless he comes up with a human flyer.
Yeah, yeah.
We're probably in pretty good shape to win the race.
I think so.
So, I wonder if there is a human flyer. I kind of doubt it.
Maybe cobbled wings.
Yes. He could cobble the wings his way into some flight.
To victory!
4-color deck.
Well, somebody's got to play it.
Really? Does somebody have to play it?
I think somebody has to play it. Somebody's got to play it so they can learn. Oh, that's why you don't do that.
Right. None of my opponents were playing 4 colors.
How weird.
None of my opponents were playing Skeletal Grimace, Fortress Crab, or many of the other cards that I'm playing.
They built a reverse deck.
Well, yeah, they're trying to find that niche in the draft, cards that there always are going to be available, but have more worth
than people are giving them credit for if you have the right combination.
Right. Okay,
that's a fairly decent creature.
Yes, because he does not have haste.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill our guy, and he will be dead before he could use it, unless he has a removal spell. Because we're getting still hit for 5 through the air, so...
Fair enough.
That's the bright side.
It's a lot of land in a row, though.
That is. But we survived it.
Oh, yeah.
And
we know a lot about this guy's deck.
We do. And maybe the luck next time. I mean, the odds of having 2 games in a row where you have that much land.
Oh, yeah. Well, for us, next to nil. I mean...
Right.
So, I don't think we even play that.
No. We didn't show it in round 1. No need to show it now. Unless he
does something.
Yeah, destroys something, does something. But I think he's just out of luck. I wonder if this guy's playing white too.
You should ask him.
Yeah. Taste the rainbow.
So, white too, eh?
So we had some...
We had something not land finally coming out?
Yeah, we had some fun on the horizon. Okay, so we've been talking about sideboarding. I don't think this is the opponent to do it against. We only have the 2 vampires.
Yeah.
And the Viper, and the Sleuth is decent. But I think we're better off in this draft since we didn't take all of the werewolves that we saw.
We need to learn that. I think this has been a learning experience for us.
Oh, it
werewolves. What the hell?
Yeah, it most definitely has. And cards like this are available where suddenly they're gaining trample.
Yeah.
Where you can sacrifice it and regenerate them all. There's that moon
That's
mist.
a fucking enchantment.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I thought it was an instant.
Right. Well, and moon mist is an instant and transforms them all. And then they're the only ones who deal damage. So really going green, red, and just werewolves
as many werewolves
as much as you can. I think there's something to be said for that.
I can see that.
And I think more so than any other, I think you could have a very solid vampire deck, but I think to get really good with vampires, you need the rares. And I don't think that's the case with werewolves. I don't even think you necessarily need the uncommons.
Just throw as many furries at your opponent as you can until they yiff and.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just 1D. He considered going 2D, but that was one dimension too far. Yeah. We can play this, and then we can transform it the next turn and be attacking with a 5/5.
Alright.
And that's in our hand with enough swamps to cast it. And our opponent has not presented himself as aggressive and or competent. And again, I feel bad. I hate saying it because you really don't know whether this is some kid.
Or like an 80-year-old.
Right.
Yeah, I like all these colors.
Or someone's...
I'm not racist.
Someone's mother. You don't know who it is, but... You do know that they are...
They're trying really hard.
Yeah, they probably are. And if anything, this is the person who you should friend and then later say, hey, why don't we play together? Or why don't we talk about the format a little bit?
Sure.
Here's why playing 4 colors is bad.
Here's why, unless you're playing a sliver deck with the Sliver Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, you probably want to come up with some kind of bullshit way to get her out without doing all that. There are many of them. Look into them.
Okay. This is actually an interesting point. Because...
all right, I'm curious.
Because we can either trade, and we have something to cast on our turn, or we can let his person through and then turn to a 5/5. But as long as he has a life linker, we can't really attack and be winning the war.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if the trade is presented, we probably trade.
All right. Although once we have a 5/5, then
he couldn't attack.
Then he's stuck.
Yeah. Then we have a great wall. And I mean...
And then we can put our Abbey Griffin out and just
Right.
fly over his head.
Yeah, no, there's something to be said for that, too. And now that he has this, we might need that wall more.
Up to you. You're running.
Okay. We'll let it go and hope I'm right. Oh, and we can't flip it this turn because we don't have the land in our upkeep. Again, you play, you learn.
Well, we have other things we can cast, though.
Yes.
I mean, for that matter, we could we could moment of heroism.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we don't have one more.
I think we attack, just fly over his head, put out the griffin.
Okay.
Next turn, we put out the monk.
If he attacks in, we heroism our griffin to kill one of his things.
If we had it available, we have a lot of life at this point, and when that monk gets out, if we have all of our creatures still alive,
Sure. It will be large.
yeah, very large.
Well, and our Reaper from the Abyss is getting dangerously close to the table.
Yes. And we still have evasion over him. Is he going to... So unless he plays another land, he can't pump his wolf now.
Yeah, yeah. We have aphasia.
And he can't regenerate it with the mana available. So if he attacks, I probably would block it, since he has presented a 2-for-1. Here, probably not. And that's something we may do down the line, but right now we have better things to spend our mana on. And see, there's the cobbled wings for that monk.
Oh, sweet. That was discussed at one point.
Yes, just as I said.
Exclusively for this reason.
Well, that's why the cobbled wings is in here. Go, gadget monk.
Well, you'd think we had a flying deck.
Yeah.
I mean, we totally don't.
No.
Although we kind of do.
Yeah. You are correct.
I hadn't thought of it when we were making the deck.
No, we didn't mean to, but we kind of do. The demons, the reaper.
Yeah. Also demon.
Right. Yeah, and we have a 5/5, so neither of his creatures, without help, can get through. And if you're ever going to cast a Reckless Waif, now's a good time, because it's kind of
Well, isn't a Reckless Wave a pretty good card to cast first turn?
Yes. No, I mean, for your opponent to be casting.
Oh, yes.
Now's a good time. Because it's like, we have things we can cast, we have enough mana to do it. It's going to be a 1/1 for a while, probably, and even if it becomes a 3/2, who cares? And he didn't regenerate it.
I don't get it.
And he doesn't have a way to kill our monk. The other shoe did not drop.
Huh. That was
Right.
weird.
That was. And at this point, I still don't really want to flip it, because we have the Reaper.
Didn't even bring any extra shoes.
Don't fear the Reaper. Maybe you should.
I think that scythe would be really hard to use, though.
Oh. Damn you.
And that's got a lot of hook on it.
Yeah, it does.
And it's all jaggedy.
So, best case scenario, he chumps the monk and ends up losing his other creature
He could
from the demon.
double block, pump, kill.
No, because now it's 6/6 because we put out 3.
Oh. Well, then he's just fucked.
Yep. That's about it. So he could take 12 and like it. That's about your only option. And now next turn, we're going to have a flying monk. So it's not getting prettier from here.
Yeah, that's not a good deal for him at all. If it gets bigger, it dies. Or something else does.
Right, yeah. The only way that this trigger's going off, this trigger's going off. And then this one,
It's better.
better.
It's better.
Yeah. I still think flight is more important.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah, with our bat, like
sure.
a 5/5 that can actually be blocked, or 2/2 that sails over his head. I don't even need to cast that.
Well, we cast something, though, just to keep the reckless wave a reckless wave.
No, he's going to die. He's at 9, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, all right. Okay, if he doesn't die.
Right. If he comes up with the green unsummon or something, or if there's a fog effect that I don't know about. Okay. We've proven nothing.
No, absolutely nothing. Not against that deck, unfortunately.
Nope.
We have proven that when faced with a deck which is painfully bad even to us,
Uh-huh.
then we oddly enough win.
Yeah. Well, and convincingly.
Yeah.
I mean,
But not even all that quickly.
No.
Because this is a late game kind of deck.
Right. And Cameron Raw lost.
Oh. Badly, apparently.
Right.
To Dirt Whizzle.
So,
So we're basically lower than Dirt Whizzle.
right. And we may be overvaluing werewolves based solely on the fact that we are
aren't.
bad.
Fair enough. I don't know.
Something to think about.
Pretty
But,
badass.
yeah, no,
We should probably stop this before it hops up, though.
oh, yeah. We get hopped up.